directions. Let's go back up to Captain Jeff Long in Sky, Chopper 13. Captain Jeff.
This line of police is now at Gwynns Falls Parkway, so they were managed to get hold of Reisterstown Road in front of the Mondawmin Mall, which is where everybody was gathered. So bit by bit they were able to move forward, but as they did that they were hit with rocks. And if you were noticing the tactical vehicle when we had a close-up of it, it was covered in garbage. That was early on when that vehicle was driving up and down Reisterstown Road. The demonstrators down here were throwing garbage at that vehicle, but that's nothing compared to the rocks. And if you can see the size of these rocks, they were big enough that some of these people could only throw the rock about 50 feet. So you can imagine the weight of something that doesn't fly that far from somebody giving it everything they've got. So they're using some large rocks. They got them from a construction site nearby. Now the throwing seems to have settled down. The police, a huge force here right on Reisterstown Road at Gwynns Falls Parkway. But if we tilt down a little bit, we'll see as we go down Reisterstown Road southbound, it's moving the crowd south. Now they're starting to
Look at that.
What we've seen in the past, when
I know they call me
something's about
Look
to
at them
happen
running.
within that group. So we're going to keep an eye on this as it happens.
What's going
While
on?
you
You know
guys
what
look
they
at this shot,
call
I'll keep my eye out the window and kind of
Why
make
the hell
sure
are
I
y'all
get an
there?
idea what the police are doing. But it looks like the police are standing their ground at Gwynns Falls Parkway while this
They
group
should have left New
continues
Charlotte and
southbound.
headed on
Now, this is a
downtown.
residential area here. It started out at Mondawmin Mall. Now you're going through a residential area. So
They should have went right on
best we can
downtown
at this
from
point is hope
New
that they
Charlotte.
don't
Walk
mess with
right on
anybody's
down Monroe.
personal property. They
Marbury.
did do some damage
Right on
already to
down.
a 7-Eleven that is up Reisterstown
They
Road
all up
directly
here.
across the street from actually, I think that one
They
might
ain't
be
gonna let
up
them get downtown either.
Liberty Road, but it's nearby here, 7-Eleven. They did
Well, they
damage
can't
the
stop
front
them
of that
because they
store.
walking.
We didn't hear of any looting, just a little bit of damage to that. Now, there's the police force on Reisterstown Road, facing southbound.
You know they ain't gonna do where them
Gwynns
Jews
Falls
at.
Parkway. At this point, they seem to be just standing still, waiting. We don't know if they're going to advance any further. The crowd that moved south is spread out pretty much. Now, there's another group of police up north of here on Reisterstown Road, and they're also holding their ground. There was a large group of people, the ones that were throwing the rocks, actually moved around to that side of them, and they seem to have dissipated. Mary, back to you.
All right, Captain Jeff, and I'm joined on the set by Vic Carter as we continue to cover the situation right now, just south of Mondawmin Mall. Just to give it a little context as well, the flyer came out this weekend asking for a group of high school students to meet at Mondawmin Mall at 3 o'clock, and then there was supposed to be a march, or what they were calling a purge, and we saw a group of maybe 75 young people gather there today.
And also we should point out that this is obviously a bus depot of sorts where high school students are going to be there anyway. Every day they come there changing buses. They ride city buses to and from schools. So there's going to be a large contingent of high school students there anyway using public transportation.
Intersection real quick.
And I just arriving because I was stuck in the traffic right over there, not far from Mondawmin Mall, trying to get here, and traffic is backed up all the way down Liberty Road. We're looking down now. Looks like almost a tear gas canister or something that is there on the ground, and a protester kicking it as right there in the middle of the intersection. Jeff, we see that a large contingent of police officers there at the top of our screen. How far down do they have the area contained at all?
I think was the question, how far down did they contain the street on Reisterstown Road?
I think the police have this situation contained.
We've got about an entire block contained, so that would be between Gwynns Falls Parkway going up Reisterstown Road all the way up to Liberty Heights. You can see that's the area that had a lot of people on it earlier. They've managed to move everybody out of there, so you've got some people that are up to the north and slightly to the east, and then you've got the more people to the south. Now the people that are on the south, they slowly start filtering back up to Gwynns Falls Parkway to this intersection around the corner, and but a lot of them are even further south. Not sure if they're going to start working their way north again.
Right, and what we're looking at, this is the southern edge of it all, correct?
This is the southern edge of everything as far as the police force is going, as far as we're talking about this area right here in at Mondawmin. So now they're moving further south. The police are now pushing through Gwynns Falls Park. Parkway, working their way down Reisterstown Road. And we may see a little bit of more things being thrown, but it's more likely that we're going to see this group start to run southbound on Reisterstown Road. And then they start moving southbound. Some of them a little bolder than others, stay close. There's somebody throwing something there. Definitely face-to-face with the officers, but still, that's a pretty large force of police officers to face off to. So even the dumbest one in the crowd is going to know to move south here when these guys start coming through.
Perhaps we can check back in. Is Christy Leto available? She's been there on the ground, was in the middle of it all. And we saw a police officer down. We saw ambulances coming in. We saw that Bearcat unit coming in. Christy, what's the situation now where you are?
Well, we left the intersection of Liberty Heights and Reisterstown Road, and now we're kind of closer to Gwynn Falls. We're not going to go any further than where we're standing because it seems like it's really bad down here. But just to give you an idea of what these people have been throwing, look at all of this. These are all the rocks. And these are broken. These aren't even in one piece. These are all the rocks and bricks that they've been throwing at police all afternoon. I mean, this started around, I'd say, like 2:45, 3 o'clock, and it's been like this ever since. Vic, I have to tell you, this is a lot worse than what we saw on Saturday because, of course, I mean, yes, they were damaging, they were looting. I heard that they looted the 7-Eleven that was up here on the street, but this has been nonstop hurling objects at officers for the last hour and a half. I mean, and we even saw a couple, I think like 15, 20 minutes ago, an officer that had to be rushed away in an ambulance because they were injured. I don't know the exact count of, oh, look, I don't even know what this is. This is a police shield. So this is a police shield. This is a police shield that was broken because of all of the rocks and bricks that they've been throwing. I mean, this is bad. Look at this. I mean, no wonder why so many people are getting injured. Look at that. So, I mean, definitely have to say this is a lot worse than what I saw on Saturday. And Judy and Heavy and I are just trying to stay in a safer position because it's really starting to get violent out here. So right now what you're looking at is another police line, group of people. This is going towards Monroe and Gwynn Falls Parkway. It seems like that's where a lot of these kids have made their way. And I did speak to a lot of people before it got out of control, and they said that this was originally supposed to have started as a march from Mondawmin to the Avenue, and of course that is not what this has turned out to. Back to you.
And Christy, real quickly, when you were talking to some of the people before, were they students? What were they saying? Were they students?
You know, some of them were saying
they
they
got
just
blocked in, I
wanted to
guess.
have...
They can't go
Some of them
nowhere.
were Baltimore City students. Others, I don't want to speculate. I'm not really quite sure if they were adults or if they were city high school students. I don't know.
Oh,
And I don't
look
want to
at that.
speculate on that. But I will say that some of them were just saying we wanted to have a peaceful march down to the Avenue.
Yo, did he jump in the car with him?
Words that I can't say on
That's somebody he
television.
know.
Frustrations that they were trying to direct to police, but obviously that for those frustrations are playing out.
Now, they should keep their eyes on that damn car because they need to lock their asses up. That's their child. That's crazy.
Because we don't really know what the situation
They
is
can't
going to
control
be,
their own
and
children.
we're not going to get any closer. We're not going to get any closer to the scene and where we're standing right now. Back to you.
The parents can't control their own kids.
We can reconnect with Captain Jeff. Captain Jeff, you were following a car just a moment ago after we saw some people try to enter that car, open the door. Can you just tell us what you think happened there?
Yeah, I watched that car drive away, and they did not slow down. They kept going down on, I believe, onto Monroe Street. But it appeared as though maybe this person knew the driver of that car because I would expect it otherwise that the car would have stopped or gone in a different direction. But they just drove off in a quick direction. Now, this is still on Reisterstown Road. This is one of two larger groups that we're looking at right now. And this one is approaching Ruskin on Reisterstown Road. And that car that I was talking about, I think they took a right onto Fulton. So I was just looking at my map here. But this is kind of the bulk of the people moving southbound. They're not really organized or in groups, but if we tilt up a little bit closer as we go towards Gwynn Falls Parkway, we'll see another large group of people that sort of stopped moving southbound. And then back up towards Gwynn Falls and 1 block to the west.
I know when them people be driving by. Right. I hope nobody just turn and look and throw a rock in my window.
Some of them probably wanted to have vandalized their car.
Parkway now moving southbound
Again
on Reisterstown Road. There's the police helicopter. There's actually 2 police helicopters flying overhead. One is below us, another one is above us.
They blocking that car. That car not going nowhere.
We are coordinating our altitudes with them, so that's
turn around and go back the other way.
But there's a huge presence here. We believe that we saw the commissioner, the police commissioner here earlier, and you can see that the police that are down there are in full riot gear with shields and everything. The interesting thing is we saw quite a few. The road is.
Who would ever thought this would happen?
So there's some cars coming northbound.
This one almost as worse as Ferguson in Missouri, isn't it?
Right past these students who are out in the street. They're continuing northbound, and it appears as though when they get up to where these police are, the police are just letting them go through.
Somebody National Guard or something.
We're a little surprised about that. We've seen a lot of roadblocks over the last, on Saturday we saw a lot of roadblocks that would stop that kind of thing.
Captain Jeff, one of the issues that concerned me a great deal coming into work this evening, just a little while ago, was the fact that a lot of the buses that would normally go to Mondawmin Mall to drop students off and so they can make transfers to be able to get home are stopping at other locations. And I saw a lot of students getting off and I guess basically trying to figure out how to get home. From where you
I wonder what parents see their child in their street. I'm talking about right now watching them on TV.
Any idea from your vantage point looking around?
I know he better bring his ass home, Tyreek.
That because of this, they're probably
Wait till his ass get home. I'm gonna whip his ass. I seen your ass with that gray hoodie and that blue backpack, nigga. Tyreek gonna get his ass whooped.
Jim too.
Jim, Slim Jim, Day, all of them.
Yeah. Poochie, her ass whipped.
And Taisha and Kiara.
Out there. Girl, what the hell is going out there? The parents probably don't want to be involved with them. Going out there and getting them and stuff.
And you know, all of them got cell phone now. So you know they're able to get in contact with them.
Ain't no buses running, ain't shit running.
Ain't nothing moving.
Yeah, what is? Who's that much you ain't going to now?
Something more substantial. And they're upwind. So these police officers you see right there at Gwynns Falls Parkway are upwind from where the protesters were. So the protesters have moved about two or three blocks. So they're down to about Ruskin Avenue right now. In the middle of the street in Reisterstown, Reisterstown Road, still moving southbound. Back to you.
Yeah, it's interesting because police have chosen at this moment not to have their police line follow them down and push them any further. It looks like they're just letting them disperse while they hold the line. This is Christy Aleto's camera, and Christy, if you're there, if you can just sort of describe what's happening right here and where you are exactly.
Yeah, so we're still in the same spot. Again, I think you might have just seen that police Jeep that had the window taken out of it. Again, here we go. You can again see the damage from the rocks that are being thrown at these police cruisers. I even saw this laying down on the ground. I mean, they're destroying just about everything that they can see. Again, you can see down here on the street. Watch out, Judy, watch out. You've got rocks and bricks behind you. There are rocks, bricks everywhere. Just to give you, again, an idea of what it is like down here. Again, at Liberty Heights, Reisterstown Road. They even have, I think a lot of the police have been focusing on the neighborhood because I think that is where a lot of these people are getting the rocks and bricks to throw at the officers. But this has been going on, I think, for the last 2 hours or so, and it doesn't show like there's any signs of letting up. It's definitely, again, a lot worse than I think that this is a lot worse than what it was on Saturday. Because what we saw Saturday were peaceful protests that turned into looting for some local businesses, and of course they damaged some officer cars, but I mean they're actually trying to hurt officers. We did see one officer, I think it was a female officer, she looked like a female officer that was rushed away in an ambulance, and I don't even know how many other officers have been injured. So again, they're not letting any cars drive through here. drive through all this stuff, but they're trying to keep this area blocked off because there have been some people that have tried to drive through, and the officers are like, this is not a safe area, you need to turn around. So I'm not sure what streets have been blocked off outside of where we're standing, but this is definitely not an area that you'd want to be going through, especially during rush hour today.
All right, Christine, if we can just give it some perspective, this is a day where Gray was buried, and the family had asked specifically for no protest, for a day of peace, a day
Oh yeah, this is the day is his funeral, right?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? There was a lady in there that said she was related to him.
What?
Yeah.
But you don't know how
Like-
true it was, though.
Like she said it was her nephew's uncle.
You don't even get involved with that. You don't know if it's true or
I'm
not.
gonna get involved in it. I just was listening.
Those people are not happy
Service
about
was
what
at
they're
New
seeing on
Shadow
TV right now.
this morning, between 10 and 11
Also,
o'clock.
the fact that a lot of these, we said there were a lot of
So
students
after all
there,
that, that's when
but
this
from
stuff
the video
happened.
that we're seeing, I want to distinguish it. Not all of them are students. That many of the kids from Baltimore City schools, you recognize them. They have their khaki
Where they going?
slacks on. They have their backpacks, and
They done changed
sure,
their
there may have
mind. They
been some
want a
who were
different
involved,
route.
But for the majority of the pictures that we've been seeing, have been people that I don't want to identify specifically as Baltimore City school students.
I agree, very much so.
Oh, they
It was
going down
just that
Fulton.
flyer had sort of
Don't
said
come
high
down.
school students, but that flyer was
Where's
all over
Midas
social
at?
media.
Okay, now we see some green
That's
smoke
right
and
there on
possibly some
Liberty.
type of device used by Baltimore City Police. Christy Leto is right there seeing what's going on. Christy, is that tear gas?
We're not really sure. I mean, I know the orange stuff before was the mace, so this might in fact be tear gas, and that was why we kind of ran a little sideways from it, because the wind is pushing it really far away, and even if you're far, to be earlier with the mace, but yeah, it looks like they shut off tear gas at the intersection of Liberty Heights and Reisterstown.